week 2 of the 2023 season. And coming up, it's L'Jarius Sneed. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They will be led out by the former quarterback of the Vikings. Drafted him back in 2014, and now he goes against him. It's Teddy Bridgewater. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Bridgewater. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll decide to keep this once more. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Doyle, and he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it when he wins?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Bridgewater. And this one too low.
As defensive coordinators they tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sanders' kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 11 carries, 78 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of 35.
That's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Doyle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little
taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. And right side, they're going to go option here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Vikings are 1-0 on the year for them.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And they've got a pretty good deal for the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They run for it with Hunt. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. First down, Bridgewater. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
First down, here's White. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Doyle. He will find his man Chase complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Bridgewater. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That good for 19 and a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he comes back with one complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Doyle. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Doyle. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Najee Harris, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Devontae Parker, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check out their numbers on the ground.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Doyle. He's got his man. It's White. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 7 down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down. And he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Off-play action. Doyle. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Doyle.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On 4th down, Doyle caught on a slant, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Taking it about the 1. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done.
Oh, Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm not tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
It's not time to get established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, Doyle. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Matt Judon drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
At the end, he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And an excellent job of finding the all the way down to the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Bridgewater will try and throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Well, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for two, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for two for themselves.
You think electron ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. And he's certainly aware of those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming up for this Packers offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's caught here by Adams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jalen Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A first down throw for Bridgewater. On the move to his left. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They've come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown. Well, this game's over.
Now Bridgewater on fourth down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Bridgewater's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. And again, it's Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, a field goal's probably going to count at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's the option going right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Chase complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Doyle. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Doyle. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Off the play fake. Doyle. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Doyle dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast.
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. A 10-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And now here's another interception. Picked up by... Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. That would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen.
So for Minnesota, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
too bad.